checks out.
You know what fucking sucks?
Wine.
Wine is awesome, but what sucks is when you work in a wine store that plays Christmas music all day.
Ugh.
That sucks. Because you know what? I unironically like Christmas music,
Ugh.
playing it at home, but like when it gets played at your store all day, going home and listening to it feels like masochist. So I can't listen to it like at home anymore, which just sucks. Like to not be able to do that, because I always enjoy doing that during the Christmas season.
What's wrong with you?
So many things. Like being formally Catholic, even though my parents weren't. That takes a psychopath.
It's like actually disgusting.
I know, like it was literally bizarre. I got baptized and I didn't get confirmed, but I did have my first communion, which is like the step right before confirmation.
Did you
It's like
get
the
baptized because you wanted to, or because it was just a thing the church did?
I really wanted to. Like there's a picture of me literally standing in front of a statue of Jesus in like a prayer pose, wearing a little suit and like looking really happy with myself. It's hilarious. Like it's the exact opposite of anything I would do now. It's really funny though.
What the hell is wrong with your brain?
I for some reason had like this deep-rooted desire to be a child of God. I guess that was before I was really a dedicated heavy metal fan.
Which is mutually exclusive.
Yeah, you can't be religious and like metal. It's impossible. Please ignore all the religious metal bands. They don't matter.
Does Christian rock even count?
It, Christian rock doesn't count as music. What? You don't even have to send coordinates. Just like, what's the general area that you're in? Yeah,
There's
I'm
like a
looking.
plains area, like diagonally across from the jungle, and then there's a river which leads up into the cave.
You know what they say? Don't cross the river if you can't swim the tide.
No, I don't know that.
Maybe if you had good music taste, you would know.
Is this another thing that you just made up on the spot?
It's not. It's a song.
Yeah.
Don't cross the river if you can't swim the tide. That's another thing that's wrong with my brain is that I unironically like country music, but only good country music. Not like that stuff that
So,
other people
so
listen to.
no country music? You don't like any?
No, I just like the good stuff. I just like Buck Owens and Johnny Cash and like Dwight Yoakam. The good stuff.
I have literally never heard of any of those people in my life.
See, that's proof that no one listens to them anymore. Actually, old people still do. I like me some. What's that guy called again? Conway Twitty.
I don't know.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know.
Oh, I've been going the wrong way. This wine must be getting to me. It means it's time for another gulp, I think. It kind of tastes like soy sauce after sitting in my thermos.
Does soy sauce even have a flavor beyond just like salty?
It kind of does. Yeah. You can get a similar flavor from Guinness if you drink it too cold or too warm. I love Guinness. It's one of my favorites. Tastes kind of like soap in a good way.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Haven't you ever experienced the delicious flavor of life buoy?
Is this gonna be a Joe Mama joke?
I've never made one of those jokes in my life.
Good. The
Actually,
second you make a Joe Mama joke, you're dead to me.
I've probably made those jokes to my siblings, but the jokes that I make to them don't matter at all because I only make jokes to them to make them mad. That's really the fun of having siblings is pissing them off.
God, I hate my siblings. They
I
suck.
I kind of hate them too.
You should. They're the worst.
Yeah, they're sort of jerks. Not gonna lie.
God, were they ever like mean to you?
They were well, me and like your younger brother, like the middle one, definitely had some slight disagreements because of a girl. But your youngest brother and I only fought one time because he's prone to arguing, and I apologized to him, and that was that.
You shouldn't have. He
Yeah,
doesn't deserve it.
it really doesn't.
But no, you had a confrontation.
Not really a confrontation, just general like sense of rivalry, I guess.
Oh, that's lame. You should have gotten into like a fist fight with them.
I think he wanted me to be more mad at him, but I like didn't care that much.
He
You know what I
does have
mean?
like violent tendencies,
Yeah.
which is like why I was expecting like a full blown kerfuffle.
Oh yeah, I've never been in a fist fight in my life, to be honest.
You couldn't kerfuff even if you wanted to.
Probably not.
That's why you had
I
to
think
quit karate.
yeah, that's exactly why. I'm not cut out. I'm not cut out for the combat lifestyle
One day you'll grow back your warrior spirit.
one day. Maybe Minecraft will help me get there.
Like video games do cause violence.
It's true. Everyone knows this. You know what one of my favorite things of all time is that CIA like or no, it's not CIA, it's FBI like winners don't do drugs message before like Street Fighter games. I'm I love that. Like literally one of the first thoughts I had when I was like thinking about having a YouTube channel is like I want to somehow incorporate that into the intro or outro cuz like it's so good. And I also love the thing that they do in the credits of arcade games where they're like thank you for playing because I love being told thank you for playing. It's like, yes, thank me. But definitely, I would like an arcade game theme because that's just the sort of thing that I'm into, you know, as a cool kid of taste.
I think I've only been to an arcade once, and it was at Chuck E. Cheese, so it doesn't even count.
That's sad as fuck. We should go to that arcade, in that city that's nearby us,
Yeah,
that's in a dead mall. That would be fucking awesome because that place is actually semi cool. I've been there a few times and I liked it a lot, and they have cool games. It's like got an actual FGC scene with tournaments and stuff, and like I bet the people are chill. I haven't really interacted with that many of them, but you know, plus it would be fun because like it's the fact that it's in a dead mall is just a powerful vibe to me. Like it adds such flavor. Oh, I found your little fort. You've done a lot of building.
I got a little bit done.
Here I am.
Welcome.
This is awesome. Okay, I'm gonna make a bed. I'm gonna place it somewhere funny. I'm gonna place it in the sand over here. Oh, I can't.
That's because
Why
then a
not?
cat is in the way.
Freaking cats.
Wait, let me see your bed, Jimmy.
Okay. Put it wherever you want.
Bunk bed.
Yo, that's hilarious. It's good. It looks funny because it's like one of us is going to be getting smashed. This time it's okay. Time for more wine while I'm sleeping.
Like, the bunk bed is the epitome of class when you're like single digits of age.
I really thought bunk beds were badass when I was a kid, but I didn't have any like brothers.
I
So
had a bunk bed, but I chewed on like the wood railing to sharpen my teeth.
you're one of those kids who would chew on stuff.
Only the wood railing. I would never chew on like anything real.
Nothing real, only intangible wood railings that aren't real.
I mean, like,
This is
I
cool as
wouldn't
fuck.
like chew on toys. I wasn't one of those kinds of babies.
Okay, that's fair. I was one of those kids that like thought that every toy had a soul and felt really bad when they would get thrown out. I was empathetic about that kind of thing.
That's dumb.
It was stupid, but I have very particular memories of toys being thrown away and feeling super sad about it. I remember one time, actually, I'm not going to tell that. It's too emotional.
Tell it. You have to now.
No. There's this one specific memory I had. There was this toy that was just like in my room and I was like, this is kind of girly. And so I looked at my mom and was like, I don't know about this toy. It's kind of weird because I was just the type of kid to make like sudden judgments about that type of stuff. And she's like, okay, I'll throw it away, whatever. And she just made this sudden snap decision and suddenly I was like, oh, what if that toy is sad now? What if I've just cursed it to be damned to hell for eternity? And that's how I knew that I was going to be predisposed to religion, even though no one in my life was religious. I'm just naturally predisposed to like spiritual animistic beliefs about things, which is why I have to be cool, edgy atheist in order to prevent myself from ever being irrational.
That's whack.
Wow, I'm way more entertaining when I'm drunk. I should be drunk all the time.
Would you consider that more entertaining?
Yeah, I'm running my mouth right now, which is definitely funnier than me just like asking for coordinates to get back to the Plainsville. That wasn't very fun to listen to, I'm sure. Oh, this is going to be fun to edit. I've literally never edited a video before in my life, except for one time, which is a story that I will tell right now. One time, I was a big fan of Niga Higa as a kid. Like I thought he was the funniest dude in the world. He was so awesome, and so I wanted to make a video that was just like one of his videos, and he had this intro in one of his like funny vlogs that he made, and I thought it was so cool, where he did like a bunch of cuts of him like moving around, and it just like looked super cool, and he was like doing this thing with his hands while he was sitting in like an office chair and cutting back and forth, and it created this like cool effect of like this cool jittering effect, and I wanted to replicate that, so I like recorded myself on the webcam of like my mom's laptop, and I like went into Windows Movie Maker and I tried to like edit it so that it looked like I was doing a cool trick, and then someone saw me editing and I was just like, no one can ever see me doing something creative. I need to stop right now. And then I gave up and I never attempted to edit anything ever again.
That's actually sad.
It was sad, but like now I'll get back into it. I'm sure it'll be fun because I've never edited any video beyond that. The only thing creative that I've ever done remotely, I think, is like as a kid I would draw a lot, but then I kind of stopped. And
Because
then
somebody taught you
nowadays,
drawing.
no, I think I stopped drawing just because like I spent less time with notebooks because I stopped like going to school and stuff. And actually, I'm not sure why I stopped drawing. I guess usually when I have paper around me, I do draw, but I just don't do it that much. But like nowadays, the only creative thing I do is I'll come up with songs when I'm just practicing guitar, which is a pretty easy thing to do. You just take a fun thing that you're practicing and you make it sound like somewhat structured. But I haven't ever like recorded anything that I've come up with. So it's all been very free form. I mean, I record it on my phone camera, but I don't like turn into an arrangement or anything. I'm very much a spur of the moment kind of guy because if I have to like put effort in to realize something into reality, I'll immediately give up. I'm very much not into having to like actually put effort into anything. It's not my thing.
God, I have a art story of my own.
Please tell it. I've been rambling for a long time.
It's I don't even know if I wanna.
Hey, I mean, you don't have to, of
It's
course. But of course, you must keep
I
in mind.
mentioned it, so now I have to though.
Yeah, exactly. You must keep in mind that I've already told the story of how I said a racial slur while playing Call of Duty.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah, it
I
is
mean, it's
nothing.
not nothing, but
It's something, but it's not a huge something.
I mean, I guess I don't want to say that it's not because then that'd be like bad, but it's you know.
Yeah, it's like let's make it clear. We both disapprove of racism,
I
but
am
it's so hilarious that 12-year-old we said a racial slur.
I am on the fence
It's
about
inherently funny.
racism. I,
You're on. How can you be on the fence about racism?
I'm
What does
still
that
waiting
mean?
for like ultimate atheist leopard 87 to make a video detailing like why racism is bad or why
Oh,
it's good. It's
we
really up
need
to him.
Sandra on the pod to tell us whether or not racism is based in red pilled. Then only can we decide. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I need Shoe on Head to tell me it's okay to say racial slurs, and then I'll feel cool when I say them.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Shoe on Head was funny. I really hope that deep down I didn't also follow her because I found her attractive. I hope that wasn't part of it. Like, I
She
don't think
really
it
is not
was.
though.
I'm just gonna convince myself that that wasn't part of it. Anyway, what's your funny art story?
Oh no, when I was a baby I used to like draw a bunch of inappropriate things, I would say. Not because I knew they
Agree-
were
agree with that.
inappropriate, but just because it was like I wouldn't say normalized, but it wasn't like made into a big deal.
It felt edgy and cool, and nobody was telling you not to do it.
Yeah. Well, not edgy at all.
I guess edginess doesn't really exist when you're a child, right?
No, but I drew a lot of like
You can't
nude
even.
furry art, I'd say.
Oh my god.
Not
And you
because I was
spend so
like,
much time making fun of furries.
I'm not. I was never a furry. I was just those are the things that were like common in my life.
Damn, common in your life. Catholicism for me, nude furries for you. We truly come from unique backgrounds.
I didn't even know what that was. Like furries were a thing.
I guess, yeah, you wouldn't really know when you were a kid. It's just like, yeah, you're just like, you take things in via osmosis and then replicate them as a child. You're a total sponge, right?
No, I think at the time my mother was like a what is it? A midwife? One of those people
Okay.
that like help people give birth and whatnot.
That's kind of cool,
And at the
honestly. I
time I
didn't
like really
know
liked to draw aliens. So those were like the two things in my life, midwifery and aliens.
that. So did you draw aliens giving birth?
I did not.
Why
No.
didn't you? You should have.
No, that's fucking dumb.
Yeah, it is dumb.
You should go to jail for even mentioning that.
Yeah, I should. I should be in prison for everything that I've done.
You've committed thought crimes.
You know, one thing that I drew a lot as a kid is I came up with this race of fantasy creatures called Diamond Heads, which is a ripoff of the Ben 10 alien Diamond Head.
Yeah, I was
Because
about to say.
I was a huge fan of Ben 10 as a little kid. Like I absolutely loved it. And so I drew these diamond heads, which is just like this little society of people. And I would draw like drawings of them like building stuff and having their little civilization and also killing each other. That was a big component too. But they were definitely the center of a lot of my creativity. But I didn't ever draw intricate drawings. Like I would just draw stick figures of them. And the only thing that distinguished them from normal stick figures is the fact that their heads were shaped like diamonds.
That's the
I never
lamest thing I've
drew
ever heard.
I never drew nude furries though. Like that was not a thing for me. Were you like exposed to it via the internet or something? Like I definitely was
I
exposed
wasn't.
on the internet too young. I remember seeing some weird shit that scarred me for life. But how did you absorb that?
Just the being a midwife's daughter.
Yeah,
And then
I
also
guess.
cartoons, I guess.
I guess that's kind of where the furry subculture comes from is like talking animal cartoons, right? It's very strange to think about.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Dude, I bet my fucking footage is going to be incomprehensible to edit and look at because I'm literally just walking in circles.
Yeah, what are you doing?
The problem is that I'm actually intoxicated now. The wine,
Stop drinking.
I ran out of wine, so you don't have to worry. I can't drink anymore now, unless I was to get another bottle, which I won't because that would be stupid. But I am actually currently in a state where my mental faculties are not functioning at their top level. And I'm already pretty stupid. You know this. Like I'm not an intelligent person. So I'm impaired even further now. I think it's a good dynamic that we have where you're like you have a pretty good functioning brain, but you're like, I don't know. You don't have the amazing talents of coolness that I have. And I'm very cool and suave, but I'm also an idiot. It's a good dynamic.
No, I don't.
What, you don't have a functioning brain? I think you do.
No, I do. That's just. I mean, I'm cool. I'm cool and I'm suave and I got talents.
You actually are very cool. I do like your coolness a lot. You're just not cool in the way that I'm cool, because I'm cool like I don't know what I'm cool like. I can't articulate right now.
Cool like ice.
Yeah, I'm cool like Mr. Cool Ice, that German dude who has the sick ass tattoos.
He is
I'm
not
cool like
cool at
him.
all.
I'm cool like him, and you're cool like I don't know, what are you cool like? Like Hatsune Miku and Vampire Hunter D combined. You're cool like that, which is pretty fucking cool. I wish I was that cool. But
Hatsune Miku and who?
um Vampire Hunter D. I just brought Vampire Hunter D up because you mentioned him the other day.
Did I?
You did. You just mentioned him in like a passing sense because you were like, I think that's an anime that exists, and it does.
Oh, yeah, because, like, I've never actually watched that, so.
Me neither. I don't actually know if you're anything like Vampire Hunter D, but I'm just saying that because I feel like Vampire Hunter D is probably pretty cool.
He has a cool name.
He super does. Vampire Hunter D is a badass name.
Do not turn this dirt platform into a farm. This is like my cool garden yard. I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
plant flowers.
I won't encroach upon your cool dirt yard.
It's
That's
gonna look
yours.
lovely.
It will. In fact, it already looks rather lovely.
You're such a suck up.
Why? Why are you so mean? Why
I'm
are
not.
you so mean to me? That's so funny that you would say that. Because you're always asking me to be a silly goon, and then you make fun of me for being a silly goon. That's so funny.
That's the point.
Oh my god. How am I going to survive this trip back to the house? I don't know. Oh, Jesus. Wow, I'm very lightheaded right now. Sheesh.
Stop. Drink some
I'm white.
water.
I'm white girl wasted right now, as they say.
Go make yourself some coffee.
Don't worry, I'm drinking water. I just I just fell into a huge cave though. It's gonna be good. Oh shit, I died. I didn't have anything though, so it's fine. Okay, this is weird because my visuals are not like loading in. Is it because of the bunk bed? Like maybe I'm not spawning properly. I'm seeing stars, but I'm not like seeing anything else. Oh, there I am. Yeah, the bunk bed fucked me up for a second.
I think you were probably fine.
Yeah, I'm fine now. I just escaped from the bunk bed. It's okay. Okay, now time to actually try to make a trip back to the house without falling into a pit.